For reptiloids, the new energies arriving at Earth now are fateful because of the fact that these creatures do not possess upper chakras capable of resonating with them. For you, on the contrary, these energies are bringing salvation from thousand-year slavery, and through thick or thin, you should take advantage of this opportunity granted to you by heavens. Well, how should you behave in a complicated situation like this when your soul has revived and sees everything in the raw, while the actions of those at the helm run counter to your new worldview and moreover are fraught with danger, since the next step of the dark forces will be general injection of the population? On the one hand, you see that many people's the population step of the dark forces will be general injection of the population.
You hear that, right? You hear that?
On the one hand, you see that many people start to realize the absurdity of the current situation on Earth and understand the hidden motives of authorities. While on the other hand, there is a large segment of population that takes for gospel the things enforced on them, that is persistently and methodically instilled into their conscience with the help of mass media.
I hope y'all understanding this. And this is the reason why the people are duped. Because they just consume what's being presented to them, which is the mass media. And the mass media, the people that control the television, aka what the Bible says, the prince and the power of the air waves, they control what you watch and what you see. So therefore you get put under hypnosis. The gospel, the ghost spell, they're putting you under a spell. Mind control, trance, Once when you watch that crap. Because you talk to these people, man. These people, man, sleep as fuck. They don't see the forest behind the trees like what I'm looking at right now.
In general, my dear, this is the natural selection that has been so much spoken about. But I would like you to know that the obedient part of the population is mostly not humans, but reptiloid.
Y'all hear that? And this is why you out here getting gang stalked. Because these people can be real. You know what I'm saying? These people can be real.
Part of the population is mostly not humans, but reptiloids, the medium and low caste ones, as well as other beings embodied as humans.
So there you have it, y'all. This is what's going on. I've been telling y'all that how many videos I got like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, that the body snatching has been happened, player. The movie came out in 1978. You know what I'm saying? The body snatching been going on, man. As far as I'm concerned, you know what I be thinking, man. Sometimes, I be thinking, all this time we was around these dead folk, and like right now they be talking about these sleeper cells. Comment down below if y'all know about the sleeper cells. But then I don't know. It's like once upon a time, you was asleep. You was like a sleeper cell. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that these folk that was around you were like walking, and look at it, embodied as humans. Like you thought people was real. You shaking people's hands and busting it up with people, smoking weed with you. It's the ones that smoke blunts with you, see your picture. Now you know why they want to grab their guns and come and get you. You know what I'm saying? They're not even fucking real people. You know what I'm saying? They had you in the Truman Show since day one, player. You know what I mean? That's why when he realized it was all fake, What did he do? He left out and walked out into outer darkness. And he was like, man, fuck this game. I ain't playing this game no more. All crazy people. People want to play a game and shit. You know what I'm saying? The movie was over when Truman left, right? You know what I mean? So they playing this game with you. Like wherever you at, if you being gang stalked, you are the true man or the true woman. And they got you surrounded by a bunch of you know, reptoids, man. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck these people are because it don't make no damn sense for people to be this consistent and persistent and trying to take somebody out. You know what I'm saying? And I know fear plays a big factor, but at the same damn time, because I know they're afraid of what they're dealing with. But come on, man, you're gonna have to. The beast. I don't understand why would you side with somebody that's going to destroy you anyway. It doesn't make no damn sense to me. If you know this motherfucker ain't gotten the end for you is not good. He did the beast learned how to use people to get the job done. That's why they have a military. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have a military. They use the pop. That's why they advertise these. I'm seeing these army commercials. They still trying to recruit, trying to mind control the youth to get you to go ahead and join the military and be all you can be. You know what I'm saying? So you can fight their war. They don't give a damn about you. They just gonna use you as a pawn. You know what I'm saying? They, these rich Jesuits. You know what I'm saying? They the shot callers. You know what I'm saying? They just use y'all to get the job done. And that's the reason why you got veterans out here laid out on the streets, dirty as hell. Going through V2K and getting gang stalked as well. You know what I mean? But they can't speak on it, or maybe they don't even know how to speak on it. Their mind might be so messed up. You don't know what motherfuckers been through. That's why I don't judge nobody when I be seeing people, man. This government is sick, dog. You can't fault nobody. You can't judge nobody. When you wake up and know how wicked the government is, how can you judge anybody, dog? Because this government is fucking people up. Real shit, you know what I mean? So, putting people under all types of post-traumatic stress. You know what I'm saying?
Due to their low vibrations determined by nature, they are susceptible to the energies of fear for their life more than others. And moreover, they live in...
You see that? And that's another reason why they gang stalk you too. They are susceptible to the energies of fear for their life more than others. And that's why these gang stalkers is coming at you, because they have fear of their life. Because if they don't obey and be obedient to their slave master, they're in fear of their own life. So they're willing to sacrifice you. They don't give a damn about you. They're going to take you out. You know what I'm saying? If they can, they'll do anything for Mr. White Man. You know what I'm saying? They are susceptible to the energies of fear for their life more than others.
Fear for their
Selfish.
life more than others. And moreover, they live in consistence with their collective conscience programs they follow just intuitively.
You ain't lying.
Thus, for example, the principle of the main reptiloid program is obedience and total compliance.
Facts.
With instruction from above. This hierarchy ladder shows itself most apparently. While a human being, free and independent by nature, can hardly bear the imposed restrictions, and their soul reject them. Reptiloids and those of their ilk dutifully follow all the orders that run down from above and urge others to do the same.
Ain't that some shit?
Therefore, my dear, even according to outward signs, it is easy now to identify those who are potentially ready to hear you and those who are scared and do not want to know the truth, since fear for life makes them blind, and every person who goes beyond the bounds of instructions is treated...
And you know this funny thing about it? Is that these people that's so fearful, they be the so-called God-fearing people. They be the ones that be talking about Jesus got their back and everything, but they're so fearful. They the fake Christians. You know what I'm saying? Like they live in fear, but they claim that they got God on their side. But everything is fear, fear, fear. They don't want to know the truth. You can't tell them nothing. They as soon as you try to present the information to them, they bashing it. They don't want to hear it. They running because they're afraid. They're afraid of the truth. They're afraid to face the truth. They don't want to wake up. They want to still be asleep. They want to still like I said, they're hiding. They hiding under the bed. They don't want to face the dragon that's in the closet. You know what I'm saying? They shutting the door. They throwing the blanket over their head. They're afraid of the truth. But the Bible says that God has not given you the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. So where are you getting this fear from? If you was really, really down with God, then you wouldn't have this fear. So when people are like, I'm looking for a God-fearing man or a God-fearing woman, that's a low vibration anyway. You ain't supposed, that's stupidity. That's an oxymoron for anybody to be saying that. What know what I'm saying? Fear the Lord and tremble and all this stuff, but God has not given you the spirit of fear. So how the hell can you be fearing the Lord? You know what I'm saying? So just do yourself a favor and eradicate fear. Because don't you know fear is the loosh that these reptilians feed off of. That's the juice. Is that fear? They need you in fear. They need you in constant fear, constant threat, constant danger. News, 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 news. All this bad crap going on. You see it every day on the news, and now we got the internet. You see it even more. All this killing, fear, fear, fear. This is coming, that is coming. And it is coming. It is coming. But I never said be in fear. You know what I'm saying? Don't fear death. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's time to go, man, be happy that you're going. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to say bye-bye to this place? When it's time? We all gonna go when it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? You should know by now that this place is fucked up. So all that, the Matrix and stuff. Oh man, don't get me wrong though. Don't get me wrong. We all want to ball out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we all want to fuck pretty ass bitches. We all want to do that. You know what I'm saying? We all want to do that. Yeah, that's beautiful. But I done came to the terms and realized that, my calling is different. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just always a spiritual dude since day one. But I get it now. I get it. They bound me in this fake ass, simulation. You see what I'm saying? These archives. They put me in the, you know what I'm saying? They put me in the motherfucking gang stalker simulation since birth. Had me surrounded by bots and NPCs since birth. It all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But when you that one, can't nothing stop you. You're gonna wake up regardless. You know what I'm saying? This message is just for those that can receive it. Jesus said, blessed are your eyes for the see and for your ears for the hear. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, we already know people are under mind control and they're reprobated. Everybody's not going to get these instructions. I'm giving you the basic instruction before leaving Earth.
By them as an enemy featuring latent danger. Many of you can feel the former and the latter in terms of energy. People taking the imposed quarantine with humor and trying to go below the surface of the current events generate energies of quite high vibrations. While those seized with fear and panic vibrate at very low frequencies and let the first step to a new type of relations between people become your feeling of people's energies, which will enable you to unmistakably recognize those capable of living in a new energy space of Earth, and those who under no circumstances will be able to resonate with it. It will save you from mistakes and hardships while building new society, uniting people according to vibration index That is, according to their spiritual level.
That is facts, y'all. Because look, I can't I can't be around. That's the reason why I'm solo. That's the reason why I ain't got no friends. That's the reason they got bots. I don't have friends. I got bots because we on a different spiritual level. They don't. I'm not connected to my tribe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where my tribe is at. I'm speaking. I'm calling my tribe right now through the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? Because in my simulation right now, they got me in the gang stalker simulation player. They send nothing but gang stalkers around me, agents, bunch of them, just thousands of them, man. They all dress funny. They all wear the same color type of clothes. They all got red noses and look like a bunch of clowns, man. They out there, man. They in the streets. They listen to me right now. They recording. They watching me while I'm making this video. They out there. It's real. Ain't nobody crazy. If you hear them other videos, people talking about it, it's millions of motherfucking TIs out here complaining about these clowns being chased by the clowns. You know what I'm saying? So where are my real people? All these, come on, what is like 7 billion people on the planet? I don't know how many. I don't know. I never counted all the people on the damn planet. So that's why I take everything with a grain of salt. But it's some people on this planet now. You mean tell me all I see is bots? The little boy told me all I see was dead people. All I see was bots. Where my real people at? Where they at? Somebody's controlling this video game. You got a sick, twisted, fucking reptile controlling people's simulations, man. For some loosh. Can I get a no there?
My 2 days message is addressed to those of you who think that changes on Earth occur too slowly and who are impatient to urge the process of transition. To begin with, let us see how the subtle level processes of Earth correspond to their manifestation at the physical level. As it has already been repeatedly said in my messages, the forces of light have beaten hollow the forces of dark. And while at the subtle level, this process has almost been completed, at the physical one, it is still at the stage of completion. What does it mean? First of all, it means that the forces of dark operating on Earth are not getting energy support from the subtle level anymore. And under inertia, they go on running the programs instilled in them. Moreover, they sometimes even do this in an accelerated regime. Why does it happen? Having been deprived of their main energy support and step-by-step guidance, they are taking...
Now that's interesting though that he said that. You know what I'm saying? They're saying the forces they're not getting no more. They're not getting no more support from the forces of dark.
But under inertia, support from the subtle forces of dark operating on Earth are not getting energy support from the subtle level anymore. But under inertia, they go on running the programs instilled in them.
So,
moreover,
so these bots are still just under mind control. They, you know what I'm saying? They still got the program running. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it seemed to me that he's saying like, say if the gang's talking, the headquarters ain't getting the energy, the stock is losing, they crashing out, Wall Street is collapsing. You know what I'm saying? All the politicians, everybody panicking because their stocks is just draining out, plummet. You know what I'm saying? Everything is crashing. But you still got these gang stalkers out here still under mind control, still programmed to the data. They still tracking you down. Like, nigga, why you still tracking? The program is dead. You know what I'm saying? The whole matrix is collapsing. But they still under that sentient program. They can't shake it.
At the stage of completion. What does it mean? First of all, it means that the forces of dark operating on Earth are not getting energy support from the subtle level anymore. But under inertia, they go on running the programs instilled in them. Moreover, They sometimes even do this in an accelerated regime. Why does it happen? Having been deprived of their main energy support and step-by-step guidance, they are taking up amateur performing that show itself in actions and instructions for population that have been brought to the point of absurdity. Whatever ominous the situation may seem to you, it is actually getting those who created it into trouble. It is due to these chaotic, rash, illogic actions that even the most law-abiding citizens start realizing the true substance of the things and searching for alternative to official sources of information. This is how the general reviving of your planet is taking place.